Well, howdy there, Final Fantasy XIV players. I'm back again to share with you my last foray in 14, as well as the Endwalker expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. Now, I can't guarantee I'll be streaming this for too long. This will probably be the shortest episode that I do have of this series, so I apologize for that in advance, but you know, it's just that streaming becomes difficult to do the later in the day it becomes for me, so I do apologize if you were someone who was tuning in to figure out like what sort of things are going on in Endwalker and whatnot. And again, disclaimer, as I put in all these videos here, I'll eventually edit the titles out later on when, you know, the thing is lifted, but I am doing story content, and like I said, this is a very, very important expansion for me. Just letting you know and reiterating that, especially for any Square Enix employee that might be watching my journey here along with me. Know that this is very special, this expansion to me. So please, you know, have some restraint, and you know, if you don't want to like be spoiled by anything, then I pray to you to please come back to my videos after, like, you know, the end of this week here, this coming week right now, because by then, most, if not all people will probably be geared up and headed towards, like, the, you know, like, the end of the last chapter, the end of this last chapter. By then, they'll probably be there by next Sunday, so you know, I highly encourage people not to be spoiled. And sometimes I know it's done by accident, or like an accidental click or something like that, but you know, I'm just putting it out there again that I'm not trying to ruin anyone's experience. I'm not trying to, you know, shove it in their face or anything like that purposely, and tell them, you know, hey, you know, stuff like other, like, you know, like other streamers might do. They you know, other streamers won't even, like, apologize. Let's just put it that frankly there. Other streamers don't care at all, and I just wanted to show for my part that I do care, and that's why I put the disclaimer and why I tell you at the beginning of the video that, hey, you know, there's gonna be this and this shown, so you know, maybe consider, you know, not watching. Unless you don't really care about the story. You just want to, you know, you just want to see gameplay, straight gameplay, then that's okay too. And you're free to stay and watch if that's what you prefer, is just to stay for the gameplay. But other than that, if you're someone who's really in tuned with lore and story, then I'll just ask you, beg you, even, you know, just please come back and watch my stream like a week from today. So that way you'll know that, oh yeah, I remember this part, or you'll be like, yeah, that was a cool section there. I was right there, etc., etc. But anyway, I'm just gonna be like a broken record if I keep talking too much about this, and then we'll cut our time even shorter here. So let's just jump straight into it now. And like I said, I'm not gonna bring up names or nothing. I won't recap anything saying like X, Y, Z happened or nothing. I'm just gonna keep blazing the path, straight path, and learning things as I go. I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna say there. But yeah, just keep in mind that, you know, I'm really not trying to make anyone watch. I'm not trying to ruin any experiences for anyone. I'm just, for me, like I said, this is special to me. This might be my very last Final Fantasy XIV stream ever that I do, because I have those reasons, which I bring up a lot too, so that's why this is important to me, and I want to just be able to enjoy, you know, Endwalker, just like anybody else who's playing right now. So please be kind, be respectful to each other, to me, and let's just all enjoy, you know, this expansion together and whatnot, without having to have, you know, any ugliness. So, and like I said, that's what I was forgetting. I will not stream like the final like stuff or anything like that. So like when it gets to that point where if I get to the, you know, if I get to the final like zone and area, whatever, and like final stuff before before the end of, you know, this lift or whatever, I will not stream that live, as respect to the developers and respect to the community. I will not be streaming again the final like area, final trial, final dungeon, whatever. I will not be streaming those live if I'm not there by the time, you know, this is all lifted, and by the time the launch has come and gone by at least 2 weeks. And you know, they're really playing it hardball too with this thing. There's nothing even in the patch notes to like kind of warn us like how many quests there actually are, but they've said before that there's a lot of story content with Endwalker. So I'm going to assume what he means by that is where normally it's like, I think, 40 quests per expansion, launch. I'm assuming he means it's more than that, so probably somewhere close to, like 50 or 60. I don't know. 60 would be funny if that was that, but more than likely, it will probably be 50 quests, more than the average, so. But when I get to it, like I said, when we all get to that last part, I will stop. I won't stream that live, but I will record it, okay, so that I will record that, me doing that so that I can re-upload it, or sorry, so that I can upload it a different time when people have had, like, you know, the 2 or 3 weeks that they need or whatever to get all caught up and whatnot. So please bear all that in mind, and let's all have a good time, okay, guys? Please and thank you very much. Alright, Krile, what have you got for me? NPCs are telling me to go to bed. Okay, I guess I'll go to bed then. Improved lodgings. What, you mean you guys actually cleaned it? It was a chaotic mess before. Oh, the flower changed again. Huh.
Take heart and protect them well.
Oh, they did clean it up in here a bit. It does look a little bit less messy. Oh.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Oh. Well, you shouldn't have. Come on now. Look at Grump. Oh, jeez. Picky eater. Having ourselves a good old family dinner.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Growlhouse just chowing down there, man. Look at him.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Quile, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
Uh-oh, cat's out of the
And what an
bag.
experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Oh, she's there, Crow.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope. Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
That's funny.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume? Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Then the mammoth caught him.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
He's scared about being short. That's funny. Well, they really did eat a lot, didn't they? You do know these are my quarters. Oh, jeez, they're not even ours, though. Technically, I guess it's Kryle's. Why would that even be an option? Shall we call it a night?
One last cup of tea, then. Dickon said this brew helps relax the mind before bed. And gave us some leaves for free.
Oh, now it's turning green. It's like one of those mood rings, except it's a flower. Ah, here he is. I was wondering when he was going to show up, too. Alright, Xenos, what are you up to?
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that.
And Denny.
I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news.
You know, in fact, I'm beginning to think Fandanny's having more fun making Xenos angry than he is us.
Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether.
Is it just me, or is his voice a little different here?
If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Yeah, his voice is a little bit different here, huh?
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal.
That's an interesting thing for him to say.
Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame.
Starting to sound like Kucha there now, Xenos.
I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
So he just wants to die again.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Uh-oh. Fat Daniel broke it. Broke his cover.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting too was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Well, at least we got a more interesting bit of dialogue there. Just love how he tries to play it out off after the fact that Xenos noticed him slipping. That's too funny. Anyway. Interesting jacket there. Indeed, grow hungry, dude. Don't see Alize or Elfino here. Maybe they snuck away home. Pewter. 525. Former students, huh? You're such a nerd, Grandma. Oh wait, it's time to go this way. Oh, there's Alfino and Alize. He's practicing Sage. To the studio. there's never a season. Time to go to our kids' school. Have fun. This is where the legend of Alfredo Olivier began. Alfie knows Mr. Popular at school. Oh gosh. Oh, the Aleopos, of course they'd be here. Why am I not surprised? No, I'm not here to be a gleaner, man. Although they do have a pretty cool outfit. I follow the screams. Alright then. Where did Alice go? I don't see Crowl either, though. Oh, there's Alfie. Oh, there's Alice. That sounds all I got for now. There he is. There's Mr. Montshine. I probably butchered that name.
Ah, I remember you.
Yes, I remember you too.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right.
I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
Aww. That's gotta be rough, old timer. Losing both your friends to their own recklessness.
I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student.
Of course, he was friends with Matoya too, huh?
Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Oh, really?
As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
Ah, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. Right, yeah.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Now we get to have a class session. With the professor.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Magic!
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
Spoiler
It
tag.
would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well.
Oh. I think I know where he's going with this.
In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity.
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Nope. Thanks, Louis Swall.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
Uh-oh. Grile, don't say such things. You're gonna get us expelled, damn it.
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
Oh, that sure is ominous.
For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose.
What, sir, telling us to kill you, old man? Is that what you're trying to say?
But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew.
Oh. So that's how reincarnation works. Oh, that would explain Gaia's case.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
That character's face is like, what's
Well, I
going
think that's
on?
enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought, or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Well, thanks, old man. That should make us find your secret even easier. Oh, geez, that was a scary laugh, though. I wonder if that was his intention. Or maybe not scary, maybe it was a mischievous laugh. As if he knows he's playing a game with his countrymen or something. Could have been that kind of laugh too, I guess. Ah, I see. So he's one of your role models, is he, Alize? Oh, there are any Aetheroid quests here. Doesn't. Oh, wait. That might be one. Oh, never mind. I think that's the sightseeing log, actually. I guess I'll have to pick that up sometime. Sightseeing logs usually have additional lore information about the areas that you visit. Oh, interesting fact though, for those who are maybe new to Endwalker here in Final Fantasy XIV. This city, Charlian here, as it was confirmed in an interview with, some of the dev team, Charlian, they had planned initially to be like a starting city. Which is really interesting when you think about it. That means that, jobs like Sage or Dancer, or sorry, not Dancer, jobs like Sage, Scholar, Summoner probably would have been starting jobs in this city rather than in Limsa. Well, actually, maybe not so much Scholar, I guess, because Scholar's based on, the Nimians from the floating city of Nim, which is in Limsa, so maybe not Scholar, but, could definitely have seen, like, Summoner, like, be here alongside Sage or something like that. Because Summoner doesn't really fit in with Limsa that much. It's kind of like, feels like Summoner is kind of like shoehorned into, Limsa Lominsa. I feel like Summoner probably would have been a good placeholder for Charlian here, where it probably would have been like one of those outlawed practices or something like that. Well, like, yeah, originally they planned to make Charlian here a starting city-state, but the plan got scrapped because of, deadlines and just them not having the server capacity at that time to make it happen. And now, lo and behold, now we have Charlian, but sadly it's not a starting city, it's a end city. And the same goes for the Crystarium originally. Originally Crystarium was like gonna be some kind of city, important city, but plans were changed, things happened, and all that, But now they have all of it here at the end, so I guess in a way you could say they did fulfill their, their goal and ambition. Let's see. Oh, Estinian's back. That's not. I thought not. looks like we're going back to Limsa. Well, Alfredo's excited to get on the road. Oh, there's more quests now. Okay, that one might be a right quest. But anyway. Back to Limsa. Bulwark Hall. We're gonna go see Merwib. You need a moment to prepare? Nah, it's fine, man. Don't mind the blood stains. Yeah, pretty much. You guys can fight your primals on your own now. Oh, here we go. We're just gonna choose a catchphrase, huh? For honor and glory. Very nice. Hey! Go back and say hi to our pal Ralbon, too. I smell a dungeon coming up. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh, hello, elf boyfriend number 2. How's it going? Oh, really? Getting a bit confident now, are you, Alfino? Alright. What's up, Rob? Oh, there he is! Yeah, Gaius is coming with us. Aw, man. Never mind, I guess he's not. Sad face. Come on, guy. What? Come on, riders. Why you gotta do that? Got me all excited for nothing. Come on, don't do that. Man, that's so dumb. That is a very poor decision. Oh, I'm a vaunted vagabond. I wouldn't be wanted. They would question your motives, blah blah. Since when did that stop Gaius from getting there the first time? He basically was already declared a traitor then. Oh man. This is what they meant by Gaius' limited role, I guess. Man, that just... ooh. That really bites me, man. Gaius really should be the one to confront Fandaniel. This is kinda lame. That's so lame. Yeah, you know, I'm practically a demon to them. What the heck, man? Yeah, see? Even Gaius acknowledges that fact. Come on, riders, you could have done better than this. You could have done way better than this with Gaius. He deserved better, man. I can't believe they relegated him like this, man. They done him dirty. They done did Gaius dirty, you guys. Man, that's such a letdown. That is such a letdown. That is such a letdown, man. Riders, you could have done way better than this. You could have done way, way better of this with Gaius. That is such a big cop-out, man. Like, the guy goes toe-to-toe with Xenos and the Asians. But you're telling me he can't just march up there and beat some Telophorite butt? For fear of political affiliations and questionable motives? His methods were already questionable to Varus and all those guys. That is really poor writing right there, man. Poor Gaius, man. Poor Gaius. I'm gonna give him a moment of silence here. The writers done did you dirty, Gaius. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Gaius, man. They did you dirty. They did you completely dirty there. Man, poor guy. Stripped of his title, freaking doesn't get any exposition on, you know, just how he's been fighting the Asians. Like, man, maybe they should have just left him dead, honestly. This is like almost worse than death. Gosh dang, you can't even let the man protect his home, man. That's so sad. That's so freaking sad. That'd be Harry Svelger, I take it. Oh, never mind. It was Tiamat. Alright, it was Tiamat. Oh, come on, for real? So now you're writing Estinian to even notice that he's also accused of murder. He's marching fucking back to Garlemald. OMG. Gaius, my dude, I'm so sorry for you. The writers just... It's clear they don't like you, my man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man, that was really just bad writing there. That was really poor choices there. Really poor choice writing for Gaius.
Private 12.
I'm not going. No use stooling over it now. They've already written it out and everything, so it's too late to change it back now. Man, that's so messed up. Ugh. Ah, I do recognize these guys.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose.
I don't know about the pirate.
We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilzabard contingent.
I don't know about the pirate guy. He got messed up by Merwin. I don't think he's that great. Of course, Lisa's Lise, so, you know, go figure. Estinian's mentor's here, though. That's an interesting thing. And Emmanuelane there's behind him. Oh, is that the... Oh, damn, it's the Machinist Guildmaster. He snuck away to come here, too. That's crazy. Yeah, and I can see the pugilist Lalafels are there. Is that Pippin? I think that's Pippin there. And then the Thaumaturge brothers. I see the Thaumaturge brothers. Even the scholar. Even the scholar guy's here too. That's funny.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
So we get traded Gaius for Lucia, is that it? Is that it, riders? Gaius gets traded for Lucia. Okay. Okay. You know what, it's fine. Like I said, I won't steal over it. It is a little annoying, but it's whatever.
Lucia. I've come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. For the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company.
Oh, I've met some of them, Lucia.
If I may have your attention.
Yep.
Might I ask you to speak first?
Ah, Connie Senna's
If I must.
brother. One of Connie Senna's brothers.
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
I don't think I recognize any of those three. I do know him, though, Aruna Senna.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
This guy's a joke. He got messed up by Merwin. She almost straight up killed him. He's nothing special.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Anyway, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me.
Yeah, for real. Whatever reason.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. Then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction.
Alfredo. Oh, thank God.
With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
Indeed.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolaine!
Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light. Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
I know that voice. Soda. How about that? The Elra.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Hey! Rostic's here too. Gunbreaker dude.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy! Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Hey. Yara's representing.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Ooh, Nelly, that was a long cutscene. Oh, jeez, now we can have conversations with them. They never let us in this room that often either. Alright, what you got for me, Stephanie? Aw, sad day, I can't talk to him. Maybe it's because I never really finished the Lancing quests, I guess. Or, sorry, not Lancing, but Dragoon. Now, this dude here is apparently Estinian's mentor. Which I'm surprised Estinian doesn't say anything to him. That's not a good idea, Manually. We probably should stay away from those two. Well, hello, Chuchoto. Long time no speak. Oh gosh, stamina. Mr. Brombaugh here from the Marauders Guild. Indeed. How's that bird villain dude who got owned by Merwin? You do that. Welcome, my friend. Indeed, indeed. Is there anyone else here I would recognize, I wonder? I don't think so. I think the rest of them are all randoms, but it doesn't hurt to look and see. I think the others are just randoms. Not this dude, he's not a random. Like like I said, I'm really surprised Stinian doesn't have anything to say about him. Hello, Rustic, we meet again. Worried for me, was she? Oh boy. Another ominous prophecy. 2 suns, one burning red, the other frozen black. Closer they circled. Closer and closer as they dazzled, the world fell to ruin. In blinding chaos she spied blackened silhouettes anew. At once that one was yours. Yet we know not how to interpret this dream, so it was a sign very dangerous. Whatever lies ahead, I will walk with you, traveler. 2 moons. Let me read that again. 2 suns. Sorry, 2 suns. One frozen black and the other red. They circled closer. Wait a minute. The sun's a sign of Azim. Oh boy. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting question indeed. Hello, Magni, little son. Yes, you do that, Magni. He's all nervous. Well, all of them except for Sigurd and Emmanuel and Graha. They probably could have spared someone else better. Yeah, sorry about that, Alize. You know what? That might actually be suggesting something what she just said. Like... I think what she's trying to say there is if you like touched Red Mage, you did the job quest, that he would maybe show up here at this scene. That's what I'm trying to understand here. That's what it sounds like. But then there's no representative for the samurais here, though. So there's that. And then there's no ninja representatives either. So no paladins either, no Dark Knight, no Sidurgu here. Of course, he's got to look after that little girl, so I can understand why he'd refuse to come. Plus, we've got Frey anyway, so. Gunbreaker has a representative here, White Mage, Scholar. I wonder if the Astrologian would have someone here. I don't know, I'll have to compare thoughts with some of my friends after, you know, launch day has settled and everything, and see what they had to say. Obviously not Sage or Reaper, they wouldn't be included in this. Bard, I mean, maybe this archer here was involved with that, but I don't remember, so. The machinist is here. They're suggesting, you know, Red Mage, so maybe dancer, trainer, or someone involved with dancers would have been here, too. Maybe as part of the, you know, Alamegan thing, maybe. Even though they're from Thavnir, technically speaking, but, you know. The Thaumaturge is here. No summoner, though. That's kind of funny, too. There's, like, no... You would think they would have sent one of the whatchamacallit people here. The Special Flames unit, whatever. But they didn't. It's only the Thaumaturges that are here. So they got left out. Obviously, Blue Mage is just for laughs, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, you know, there's nothing... There's no one here to represent, sadly, like the Doman's samurais or ninjas. It's just kind of sad. But oh well, it is what it is. I am bitter about how they did Caius here. You know, he got basically traded in by Lucia under the excuse of, oh, my affiliation would lead to problems. Well, the Stydian even noticed, you know, all that stuff. That's just... That whole situation was a bad writing, pretty much. Oh, I didn't talk to Urion J, sorry. Or Thangrid. Alright, let's go. Yep, Beast Tribes too, I figured as much. Oh, I guess I have to pass around the scales now. Alright then. Yep, compliments of Vitra. Yes, I'm sure you will. Yep, they these are the scales, these. Nah, he doesn't want you, Lise. I'm sorry to say. Only my character, or player character. Yeah, we got some. Don't lose it or sell it, you derp. Enzar. Yeah, why didn't they send Miss Beard? Give these to your people, Aru. Yeah, it's about time you get done and stop being so coveted, snooty people. My woods! Yeah, well, your world's burn on fire. Frickin' jackasses. Here you go, Serena, the skills. Alright, what do you can say? Oh, really? He wrote me a poem. How sweet. How sweet of you, Ian. Alright, Max, I have some skills. Oh, they're giving me a coat. That's what the present box is for. Well, I hope it's a cool looking coat. I wonder why it's had a present box as a reward. Now I know. They're giving us a coat. He's afraid of it, Goldenrod. Alright, Alphino, give me a coat. Excuse me. Here's the time where Yashilla gets to be a diva as fashion. She's like, no, I don't want your ugly coat. Ah, of course, it's Tataru. Ah, so that's what the coat looks like, okay. I don't know if I'm thrilled, but it was made by Tataru, so... Oh geez, she's making threats now. North Sea code, huh? Whereas Thinker the Reggie's like, we don't need no coat. That's pretty funny. Let's see this code. That's what it looks like. Oh wait, this is just like the other code actually. This isn't a new code at all. Oh man, that's sad. I was hoping we'd get a new code. Aww. Oh well. Free stuff is free stuff. Change their wardrobes, I guess. Alright, Tataru. Frosty reception. There we go. Yeah, I guess so, Tataru. Oh, it's a solo See, I thought it was gonna be a dungeon, but I guess not. Alright then. Hopefully it doesn't crash though, that'd be sad. Or actually, that's right, they do a queue thing now, I forgot about that. That's true, okay. Cutscenes, okay, what's my waiting line? What's my queue? None? No queue? Okay then. No queue then, I guess.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number.
Ah, that dude. Yeah, he was the one that was trying to take the throne.
However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
Isn't that Nerva's unit?
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
You're sure right about that, Al.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Jeez, even these sounds are cool.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
If you say so, Lucy.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Sorry about that. Had a visitor at the door.
Miss Stoller always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
Is that right, Thancred?
All right. Once more for my peace of mind.
Thancred changed his coat. I thought you said you didn't need one, Thancred, you liar.
Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, I'm playing as Thancred. Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
Okay. Keep your wits about you. It's time.
We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Oh, there's the speech bubbles. I was wondering where that was because they said there's not gonna be bubbles. Guess that's what they meant. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Oh jeez.
Damn it!
Yeah, I messed that up. Sorry, Ingrid. I think I'm supposed to use that bomb. I think that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to use that bomb to knock the guards out. Okay, that was my misunderstanding then. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
It's done. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Okay, so I think I'm supposed to use this to knock the guards out.
7 hells.
Or not. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm sorry, Thancred. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the bomb. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to hit that either. Okay, that knocks them out. Oh, I see Thancred could still use his stealth, so... Oh! Easy there. Don't want to get caught. Dang it.
7 hells.
Jeez. Nope, I guess that wasn't working so well. Go to sleep, you. No, I wonder if the bomb is for the Magitech here.
Must be losing my touch.
Nope, I guess not. Well, we can destroy Magitech. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is not looking good. Jeez. They should have at least given us a heal for this mission. Probably would have helped. Stealth. Oh, okay, that's... I see, so that's what the bomb is for. Okay.
Must be losing my touch. Not sure where I'm supposed to go next. Well, not this way, I guess. Oh, it's right over here. Okay. This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Oh, shoot. That's tank. Oh boy. Oh man. This is a tricky one. I think I'm gonna have to just kill one of those Magitech armors, maybe. Otherwise, this is gonna be really tricky.
Must be losing my touch.
Man, not another spellcast.
Seven hells.
Yeah, I messed up again. I know.
Not like this.
Dang it. Well, I'd be terrible at doing subterfuge. Oh, man. Hey, this is hard, alright, guys? Come on. Cut me some slack a little bit. I'm terrible at these kind of missions, alright? At least I got this far. Yeah, I know, I have to avoid fighting. It's easier said than done, though.
Keep your wits about you. It's time.
We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Easier said than done. I can't throw these bombs at him too, that also sucks. This breaks my stealth. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Oh crap, 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 crap. Ooh. Ooh, that was really close. Oh boy. Okay, I need to wait for that one to move. Should be good then. Ah, damn.
Spotted.
Damn it! Come on, die, you machine. At least that one's easy to deal with.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point. Must be losing my touch.
It's all a bad dream, my man. Just go take a nice little nap. Now I need to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do about this situation. Seems like by far the worst one.
Must be losing my touch.
Can I throw a stealth bomb? Yeah, looks like I can. Well, maybe that's all I needed to do. Gotta go fast. Oh crap. Oh, thank gosh we did it.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Jeez.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Now I gotta protect the carriage, huh? Oh boy. Well, at least I'm back on myself.
Fighters!
Protect the others! A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
Fear not, friend! The savior of Ishgard is here!
Being a coward like always, eh, man? They can handle the last ones.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
We're the only ones who are struggling. Oh, we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for this.
We got some road obstruction. Yep, gotta form a shield. Saw that coming. DPS chat.
You lot all right back there? We're fine and ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Alright, if you say so. She just puts him
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
Ah, there's the Legatus. Guess I'm gonna have to play as one of them, huh?
That's Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
I like that unsheathing animation that they gave me. That's pretty cool.
We have them now! Forward!
Right! Let them have it!
As a raging bull!
Pippin's become mini Raubon. Crazy.
That's her! Vigilia! Do not fall behind!
see a Zag.
Tremble before the sun!
That's Sadu for you. Dropping a nuke.
A worthy adversary! Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun!
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Indeed, with that huge tower thingy.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. 800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
There's their ether, yeah. Crazy.
The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes. Far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
They're just gonna call it broken glass. That's funny. Does this Aetheryte work? Can we attune to it? Heck yeah! Man, why couldn't the dragon let me do that? What gives? We took care of his tower problem and everything. He can't even give us a teleport to his city. Oh, man. Well, as much as I want to, you know, explore Garlemald some more and such, it's getting rather late for me now, so I think I'll just stop here for now. Make sure that's on my list there. Yep, okay. And yeah, again, thank you so much for sharing this journey with me, everyone. I hope your journey is one that's even better, if not the best, when some more of you start to jump into you know, into the expansion this Tuesday and whatnot. Like I said, anything can happen between now and basically, you know, tomorrow or morning or whatnot. There could be, they could shut down servers tonight for all I know. We just don't really have a lot of information. Other than that, usually that's what they do when it comes to these expansions, is that they'll give the early access people, you know, the weekend, the 3 days, to basically have fun and go to town with the game and such. And then after that, 3 days is when, you know, they'll like shut the servers down again to sort of like give it some breathing space while they fix like some bugs or like make adjustments to things last minute before, you know, the actual launch date. So I just don't know if I'll stream tomorrow morning or not. I'm hoping I will be able to, but anything goes in these peculiar situations here, so and I can't guarantee I won't have a pretty long queue waiting for me either when I try to log in to get the stream set up and everything. So you know, hoping for the best. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, then I'll definitely talk to you probably Tuesday morning to maybe like I said, it will have to depend on how things go, but at the latest, I would say you'll see me Wednesday, sometime Wednesday, or, you know, like early Thursday at the latest, for when I stream again, if nothing happens to the servers tonight or tomorrow, etc. So, again, happy Endwalker for those who are looking forward to it. Those who are playing it now and enjoying it, continue to do so, and I hope everyone does get to enjoy this amazing and incredible expansion. For me, like I said before, this is really important expansion for me, since it may be my very last one for a really long time, if not like the last expansion that I do for this game. So, take care everybody, stay safe. Make sure you're staying warm with a hot cup of cocoa by your side. Have some nice warm slippers, cozy warm jacket or robe or whatever. Blankets, all that stuff. Stay hydrated, and I'll talk to you guys again when I see you. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good evening, night, whatever it might be.